So now we are discussing the support part. This is very important part of the management system, class number 7. In this class, we will discuss 7.1 subclass, then 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, 7.5, and 7, all including from 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, and 7.5. So now we discuss this one by one. Support 7.1 resources. Resources is making the do part of the PDCA cycle, the do part. Resourcing not only include the money, the cash. It needs the competent people as well as sometimes the equipment, the infrastructure, and sometimes the money. These things are in the control of the top management. So the top management is the one who provide the resources. So this is the making the do part of the management system or the PDCA. 7.1 resources. General, then 7.2 people. The organization shall determine and provide the person necessary for effective implementation of the QMS. Infrastructure 7.3. The organization shall determine, provide, and maintain the infrastructure needed to achieve conformity to product requirement. Infrastructure include, as applicable, building, workplace, and associated utilities. Process equipment, both hardware and software. Transport services, information and communication systems. Now, environment for the operation of process. The organization shall determine, provide, and maintain environment necessary for its operation of its process and to achieve conformity of products and services. The environment will include human and physical factors such as social means calm, non-discriminatory environment. Non-discriminatory environment. Psychological stress reducing, burn-out prevention, physical temperature, heat, and humidity. The above factors depend on the product and services provided by the organization. Monitoring and measuring resources. When we are talking about this, many things are coming. Monitoring and measuring resources. General. Measurement traceability. Establish process to ensure that monitoring and measurements can carried out and are carried out as per the requirement. Where necessary to ensure valid results, measuring equipment shall be calibrated or verified, are both at specified interval, or prior to use, against measurement standards, traceability to international or national measurement standards. Where no such standards exist, the basis used for calibration or verification shall be recorded. Have identification in order to determine its calibration status. Be safeguarded from adjustment that would invalidate the measurement results. Now, Mr. Shehbaz, you know calibration, please? You are engineer, yes?
Yes.
What are the equipment that you people do the calibration for this in your organization? You are a construction contracting company. Yes? So,
Like yes,
uh,
the level machine, GPS, total
very good, very
station,
good. GPS, leveling machine, and other, please.
total station.
Yes, other.
We have some cable detectors.
Very good. Lexi. Now, when we are coming to the measurement and the calibration, we also have to conduct third-party inspections. It's also not only the calibration, it also includes the third-party inspection for your lifting equipment and thresher equipment. Yes, agree? Yes, this is
Yes,
also
yes,
called calibration. But what are the requirement in UAE we have to consider? Like the calibration companies will have approval from the INAS. Agree? Environmental,
yeah,
huh? INAS,
yes,
huh?
yes, yes, yes.
From the INAS. This is the accreditation organization in we have in UAE. INAS. Now over here, so in the construction we have what you told, all the equipment as well as if we have forklift also third party inspection will be there. And this is as per the requirement of the Ministerial Order 32 of the year 1982 that all the lifting equipment will be tested by third party approved from INAS. Before this, they were calling ISMA, but after this, they changes INAS. Like INAS is stand for Emirates National Accreditation Services. INAS, E for Emirates, N for National, A for Accreditation, and S for the services. INAS. In Article number 18 of the Ministerial Order 32 of the year 1982, Article 16 telling us that the pressure equipment means if we have boiler or if we have compressor will be inspected by third party annually. Like the common elevator we have, elevator or we call this lift in our buildings will be inspected after 6 months. So this is also coming under the calibration. Now, organizational knowledge, knowledge of the organization. So, knowledge of the organization, we give this to our employees during the induction training. So, how 7.1.5 monitoring and measuring resources, when we are conducting the audit for this, what we will check over there, cross check, calibration record of the measuring equipment. So third party inspection of the equipment and accreditation certificate of the organization, like who tested the calibration or who conducted the calibration or third party inspections, we will see their certificate or we will check their certificate from the INAS, accreditation certificate of the organization. The equipment certificate as well as the company who conduct the inspection or calibration. Now, 7.1.6 organization knowledge. The organization knowledge is knowledge specific to the organization. It is generally gained by experience. It's information that is used to share to achieve the organization objectives. It could based on internal sources, intellectual property. What do you mean by intellectual property? Intellectual property of an organization. No idea?
Equipment, sir, equipments.
Intellectual property means intellectual property means your company profile, your management system, your logo. And if you are providing some research papers, means you have some uh, intellectual data, means for your company, if you have some uh, some understandable things for your employees, this is called your intellectual properties. Like, see, your company profile, your logo, your organization chart, your QMS documentation, these are called your intellectual property. Internal resources, the knowledge and gain from experience, lesson learned from failure, and successful projects. Undocumented knowledge and experience. The result is progress in production or services. When we conduct audit for any organization, we are telling them if you have some internal documents, we will not take this from you, but for the objective evidence, if we need, you will have to provide us the copies. But we will not share this with anybody. When we are conducting the audit, we provide them such type of information that your intellectual property will be totally confidential uh, from on behalf of us. We will not share your confidential property with anybody. Now, experience lesson learned from failure and successful projects. Undocumented knowledge and experience, the result in progress in production or services. This intellectual property came in the international best practice like in 2010. 2010. Yes, this international law, this revised in 2010, intellectual property. This revised in 2010. It was from before, but it's revised. Now it's not revised. This is the current version. External sources like standards means the ISO standards. Or if you have other standards, academia, conference, gathering, knowledge from customer or external providers. Now, competence. Competence. We are discussing now the competence. What's the competence? When we are talking about the competent people or competent means skit, the wording skit. What we mean by skit actually, skit means skills, somebody having skills, knowledge, experience, and training is called competent. The organization shall determine the necessary competence for person performing work under its control. Like, see, you people need some people for the scaffolding erection. So we need a scaffolder having 5 years of experience. So this is the competence. Now, sometime you people need welders. We need a welder having 5 years experience in the field, like arc welding, MIG welding, any type of welding. Or sometime we need excavator operator having 10 years experience. So this is called a competence. We need HSC officer having 5 years experience. This is competence. Work competency. Where applicable, take action to achieve the necessary competence. Evaluate the effectiveness of the action taken. Ensure these persons are competent. They have had the experience. Competency criteria for specific job. When we are auditing 7.2, subclass number 7.2, competency certificate of some implies. Like you people are conducting working at height. Who are conducting working at height? 5 guys. Okay. Show me their certificates. Or you are one guy O is erecting the scaffold. Did you provide them training for the scaffold? Or your one guy is doing the arc welding? Do you have any certificate for him? Or your one guy, he is driving or operating the excavator. Can you provide me his license as well as his safety certificate from third party? Now, job description for some implies like, okay, in your organization, you hired one scaffolder. Show me the job description for this guy. You got the point, please? Mr. Shehbaz, you are getting me?
Yeah.
So in this case, we can, when we need or when we need to conduct the audit, internal audit or external audit for the standard ISO 9001 2015, the subclass number 7.2 competence. What we will check for job description for different employees as well as their competency certificate. These are called the objective evidence. Objective evidence, or these are called the audit evidence. Audit evidence, or we call this objective evidence, or we call this other findings. Clear, please? So now we go ahead. Awareness. Awareness means 7.3. The organization should ensure that relevant persons doing work understand under the organization control are aware of the quality policy. The quality policy. So, okay, when we are conducting the audit for 7.3, class number 7.3, you provide them the quality policy. Could I have this? Means any evidence for this? We provide this in the induction training. Relevant quality objective. Okay, you give them the awareness of quality objective. Could I have any evidence? You will show them the induction training. Their contribution to the effectiveness of the quality management system, including the benefits of improved performance. The implication of not conforming with the quality management system requirements. So, in this case, QMS, any training record, internal or external. This is the awareness. Communication. Communication plays a very vital role in the organization management system implementation. The organization shall determine the internal and external communication relevant to the quality management system, including on what it will communicate. We will have one point what we will communicate. When to communicate, this is important. When to communicate. With whom to communicate, this is also very important. With whom we will communicate. How to communicate. What will be the methodology of communication? Who communicate? Who will do the communication? In this case, we can have memos, but as memos nowadays, letters, master list of staff with emails. Okay, we conduct or we communicate our policy in objective to our employees through these emails. But now, some of the employees they don't have the email, official email. So we can have the evidence for this that we display this in the company notice board. Documented information. When we are talking about the documented information means something that we will have, something that we will have, soft copy or hard copy will be considered as a documented information. Documented information. The document, when we are talking about the documented information, this will be soft copy or hard copy, both will be acceptable. If you are conducting audit for anybody, you are telling them, I need the record for the training. If they show you the hard copy, soft copy, both will be acceptable. The organization quality management system shall include document information required by these international standards. Documented information determined by the organization as being necessary for the effectiveness of the quality management system. Like see, sometime when we are reading the ISO 9001 2015 standard, when they are asking documented information will be required. So it means that there will be some document. The document will be soft copy or hard copy, both are acceptable. But when they are emphasized on the documented information, so there will be required some documents. Now, like see, we discuss. For the management system, there is no need for the manual. Yes, no need for the manual. No need for the internal audit procedure. Yes, no need. Management review meeting, no need for procedure. Role responsibility procedure, no need. But still, why we develop the manual and why we develop the procedures? For this, I also have one video that for the management system, there is no requirement for the system, manual, and procedures. But why we develop the procedures and some procedures and manual for the management system. One video is there on the channel. So now the answer is we do not need the procedure for the different activities like internal audit or management review or the manual. But why we develop? We develop this for the continual improvement. If we don't have the management system procedures or we don't have the manual, if there is some management changes, like see one guy, he was working with us with a quality manager. But how he or she was conducting the management review, we don't have the procedure. So if some new guy is coming with us, we will be in trouble. So to enhance or to establish a consistent approach in the management system, to establish the consistent approach and establish improvement, continual improvement on the organization, we develop the procedures, manual and procedures. Clear? Now you got the point?
Yeah.
Okay. We do not need, as per the standard requirement, the procedure, but why we develop? Because to to make consistent approach for the organization and achieve continual improvement in the management system, we have to develop procedures and we have to develop the manual for the proper implementation of the management system. Clear, please? So go ahead. Creating and updating 7.5.2. Creating and updating. If there is some changes in the management system, we have to create, we have to update. We have to update. Creating means if there is some requirement to create the procedure or document or is it objective evidence, we create and we update if there is some changes. Like see, if there is some changes in the management system, we have to update. Like new version is coming in 2026, then we have to update the current one. When creating and updating documented information, the organization shall ensure appropriate identification and description. A title. There will be a title, date, author or reference number. For a document, there will be a title, name of the document, date, author or reference number. Format, language, software version, graphic and media, paper, electronic. Will be physical, means paper or something, or electronic, means soft copy. Review and approval for suitability and adequacy. There are two wording coming, review and revision. What is the difference between a review and revision? Review means that we are reviewing something. We can give only comments. We will not make changes. This is called review. Revise means if we make some changes and we change the date of revision as well as the revision number, this will be called revision. Now, creating and updating implementation, how we will check the implementation, cross-check the implementation of the management system. So now, master list of documents. Master list of documents. Document distribution list. Okay, this document to whom you send. External documents master list. Sometime. Document change proposal. This soft copy, some mail communication or something, or if we have the document change proposal, like this given to the organization, this department that we need to change this document. Now, control of documented information. Documented information required by the quality management system and by this international standard shall be controlled. It's available and suitable for use where and when it is needed. It is adequately protected from laws of confidentiality, improper use, or laws of integrity. Documented information retained as evidence of conformity shall be protected from unintended alteration. When there is some changes, then we will see this. Document distribution list. So if you have any question regarding this element, the class number 7, so please write in your question in the queries comment section and we will reply to your comments. Thank you very much and we'll see you with the next video.